What is going on, vegan food explorers? I am very excited for this video to share it with you because Waitrose has some absolutely awesome options this Veganuary. So stick around to the end because there are some crazy options near the end across all of the departments. This is a review of all of Waitrose's vegan options this Veganuary. Some are new, but a lot of it is the existing range and some hidden parts that I didn't even know they sold. And I go to Waitrose quite a lot just to take photos of the food. So stick around for that. I think you will be quite surprised by the range. So Waitrose is very different to Lidl and Aldi because they already have a pretty substantial vegan section. So strengthening it with offers, things like that for Veganuary. So we're going to dive in deep here. So we are here first in the deli section, and we've got this isn't pork caramelized onion sausages. I've actually not had these, but they sound really amazing. I am a huge fan of the This Isn't sausages. I think they're class leading in my opinion, essentially. So now branching off into the flavors is amazing. Also, this range Hura, which really reminds me of the brand Hera, which is a clothing brand. It's very confusing, but Hura is, yeah, I think I've only seen them in Waitrose in the UK, and I really like them. I love their chicken brand, and they have the chicken pieces, and they're really delicious. Then normally I find they have less ingredients, which is preferred in my opinion. But these ones weren't quite that. But the colors and things like that look amazing in here, and on the front cover looks seriously good. This Plant Living, so Plant Living, they already have their vegan brand, but this one, it seems to be having a really big push, and I've not seen this look and feel of this plant living brand. And you can see they talk about 5 plant varieties, and this brand all seems to be about pushing that real vegetables, like it literally says good health on there, but pushing the plant varieties in there, as opposed to your more vegan sausages that are supposed to taste exactly like meat, like this isn't that kind of vibe, whereas these seem to be much more focused on putting real plants in there, basically, which I thought was really interesting. And we'll come on to more of that option and how it looks slightly similar to another brand, in my opinion, of course. Then these, I had not seen those from Squeaky Bean. So here we go. This is plants, and this is Deliciously Ella's brand, which I'm a huge fan of Deliciously Ella. I think her whole offering and concept is amazing, of trying to do 100% natural plant-based foods, and her ingredients list is crazy. Look at that. When you don't know what things are in some ingredients list, never with Deliciously Ella, unless it's some crazy vegetable or spice you've never heard of. But apart from that, looks, yeah, really nice. But I find these brands quite similar, maybe it's in my opinion, but Plants and Plant Life feels quite similar. I'm really interested in the strategy behind that, especially as the Deliciously Yellow Plants is exclusive to Waitrose, I believe. So really interesting. I wonder what she feels about it. Probably not super happy, but I think there's enough of a difference there. So then we're back over to this for Hura Burgers, which is quite interesting. We've got again the This Isn't Roast Chicken. This isn't chicken and stuffing as well in Waitrose, so they're making it multiple supermarkets now. That you've got the This Isn't Chicken Shawarma. Then we've got the Plant Living, and this is the No Chicken Kiev, which is quite interesting. Also, it's kind of different to what I just said, but actually this one doesn't have the plant points on there, but you'll see a lot more that do. So that's interesting that they're still covering off kind of the vegan meaty options like the chicken Kievs and things like that. When we're going over, and a good food award winner as well. Then we go into the southern fried no chicken as well. So they are covering a lot of bases with this Plant Living brand. I think the photography is really great. That's got a Taste Awards winner in 2024 as well. I often laugh when they've got Taste Award from 6 years ago for some brands, but that is legit basically. Then you've got these Plant Living plant meatballs, vegetables, and again, it's all about the veg and the plant with the brand, which makes sense. And you've got the 5 plant varieties. Yeah, these look really nice. They almost look like homemade. They kind of look what you'd make in your kitchen and then put out ready to go. So this just putting them next to each other. I know the colours are different, but it from a branding point of view, I thought it was really interesting, and I want to know the strategy. And I maybe it's on research that people are looking for this more, the plant points, the whole idea of plant points and getting more plant varieties, which I think is awesome, because I think there's this whole place for having your vegan meats, which is, you know, processed to make it taste exactly, you know, as close as possible as real meat. And then there's this place for this option that has much more focus on the vegetables and the amazing qualities that they can bring to food. So really interesting. Oh, here we go. Yeah, good deal there. But this is the big one. Juicy marbles. This for me is one of the best vegan products out there. Vegan meat products, at least, out there. The 2 thick cut filet steaks. The branding's just mental, isn't it? This one I didn't have as much marbling in, so I got another one just to show you. Yeah, look at that. That is the money shot there. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Nutri-Score A as well. I mean, yeah, I highly doubt. I would not expect a real meat fillet steak to be that. But yeah, it's super lean ingredients as well. If you have not tried that, it's not cheap. I think it's about £8 or something like that. But you have to try it. It is epic. It is truly, truly epic. Then I want to point this out. So Plant Living, I thought this was really interesting. They're also doing the basics. So you've got that organic firm tofu here, which is really interesting. One plant variety, unsurprisingly. But yeah, that brand is really being built out now to everything from the staples to the more focus on veg options, and then your vegan meats like your Kievs and some fried chicken. Over to Clive's as well. Clive's is always great. Yeah, they just pop off the shelf, don't they, with the colours? So loads of options there. I've never seen this before, but the mushroom and shallot rustic tart. I always think Clive's are so good for when you have friends round. You know, you could have this out. You could chop it up into slices, like a picky lunch, an infamous picky lunch in my family. We love a picky lunch, so you could have one of that, and then chopped up into slices would be really, really cool. Same with the pies as well. You got your tofu company, soy and ginger tempeh marinated pieces. Cauldron. We've got the hoisin tofu, which sounds delicious, doesn't it? I love that. Cooks in 5 minutes, high in calcium, high in protein, great for a stir fry. Speak of the devil, stir fry. This is literally made for stir fry. So you've got the seasoned tofu. If you want to go a bit more, yeah, just the tofu. Then I've seen this brand before. It's the tofu wieners, and yeah, I can't pronounce that name. Taifan. So these are soy sausages, and these are crazy. Look at those ingredients. And I noticed that a lot in Waitrose. They're really focusing on these products. A real high percentage is on these products that contain minimal processing ingredients, really focusing on that natural, and really, really interesting. So yeah, that is the tofu. Yeah, really interesting. Then the Hura chicken pieces. This is one of my favorite products actually from Waitrose. Really, really nice. I can eat almost a whole packet of these pretty easily in a stir fry, or you know, I actually have used them before in a baguette. Fry them up and then have them in the baguette, and they're really, really nice. Very, very delicious. Yeah, new generation of plant-based protein. Yeah, really interesting. Yeah, the ingredients list is super short here, and I don't know how they managed to do it actually, to get it so juicy, because these are really moist. They're not dry at all. Oh, we've seen that. We're going to come back to that. We're just going to do the top row, and then we will share that absolute banger. So yeah, then we've got the Plant Living. We've got the spicy Induja style Fiorelli. Really pushing my pronunciation here, but 5 plant varieties in your pasta. You feel pasta, which is pretty cool actually, isn't it? Pick this up for a quick midweek meal would be absolutely epic. Not too bad priced either. I think that was £3.50. You got your creamy spinach ravioli. Waitrose is not cheap. If you think it's cheap, then you come to the wrong supermarket. But I do think it's worth it. If you can afford it, you do get a really high quality level of food across a lot of the products. So yeah, it's just a choice whether you shop there all the time or if it's every now and then. That's how I approach it. I quite like popping in here. It's like just a nice experience coming into my local Waitrose. It's very quiet. People are friendly. Although I did get walked into by 2 people with trolleys on this trip, which I didn't at Waitrose, Lidl, Aldi, and Sainsbury's. So there's that. But the products, the lighting, just everything is really, really, it's very pleasant. Let's face it. I thought this was interesting as well. Delicious Yellow, kind of moving out into sauces and things like that. I thought very, very interesting. Yeah, the Plants brand I think they really nailed it. I'm interested to know how they're doing on sales. But Herbie Veggie Bites, again, we can add this to the platter for our picky lunch, of course, couldn't we? These could be really, really nice. They just look nice, actually. Look really delicious. Then we come over here for more spiced veggie bites, but slightly different flavor. This is harissa, chipotle, and paprika, which is, yeah, whoa, those sound really, really nice. That's kind of, they've put it in kind of a power bowl situation, which does make sense. Then down here to the rainbow vegetable fritters. Again, this is now plant living, which is pretty cool. This has got 6 plant varieties in, which it's a really nice idea, actually. Really nice idea. This would be great. Heated up in the oven. Put out on a platter. It could be starter for a bit of a homemade kind of dinner. Then you've got your Vietnamese style vegetable pancakes, which I thought that was a bit of 11 plant varieties. Really cool food innovation there. Really nice ideas. Aubergine, mushroom, and edamame pillows. Got 8 plant varieties in there. These look really, really interesting. And yeah, snacks, cooking a bit of more of a posher kind of 3-course meal. These could be really, really interesting. Which brings us to this. Before we get there, we're just going to show this, which is the no chicken samosas. So again, yeah, you could make your own homemade Indian takeaway here, and you could start with these 8 plant varieties as well, which is it's a nice edge, actually, and it's definitely something that I've not seen from other vegan brands, so they would definitely be playing in their own space there. But let's come to this. This is the plant living Indian inspired takeaway. And look at this bag. It's enormous. It's absolutely enormous. Plant-based Good Food Taste Awards winner 2024. It's a beast. It's pretty chunky there. So you've got a whole range of things. You've got the creamy no chicken korma, char grilled tikka masala, and Bombay potatoes with pilau rice, onion bhajis as well, all in there. I thought the back looked like a bit of a novel with the amount of dishes that are all in this bag. But you also get 2 plain naans in there. So this is a huge, huge dinner here. Really, really cool. Yeah, pause it there if you want to have a look at the full amount in there. But yeah, medium spice as well. I mean, you could either make your own at home, or I do love the whole idea of that you just pick it up on an evening and shoot back home and cook it all up for your family. Could be really exciting. Now to the dairy section. Yeah, we've got UK's #1 alternative to cheese. Thought these shelf things were a bit weird. Quite hard to see sometimes. But anyway, you've got your Babybel plant-based. Then you've got your Cathedral City plant-based mature grated. I find the Cathedral City sometimes hard to see which is plant-based or not. It's quite a subtle nod. Thought this was interesting. Yeah, these are the Cathedral City large. They're called large slices. I thought it was weird seeing that they don't have small slices. It was interesting. You got your Cheddarton extra mature and mature block. Then you've got your Via Life original slices. Yeah, and also these don't say large slices, and these are huge. These are absolutely huge. Look at the difference in size of these. Those are large. Yeah, you wouldn't think the ones on the right were called large. But anyway, I love it. Multiple options for vegan sandwiches, vegan cheeses. Then you've got your Via Life creamy original. Great, love this on bagels, things like that. With the vegan salmon is awesome. Creamy with garlic and herbs. You've got a lot of options here. Then you've got your plant-based Philadelphia as well. Again, this is just spreadables. We're just talking spreadable cheeses here, which is amazing. Your Nush as well, which is, a really cool brand as well. This has got, chives in it as well for that little bit of a tang. Creamy almond milk spread, which is awesome. Then we're down here for the chives and shallots, Palace Culture, which is, a really cool brand. Really, really nice brand here. Looks great. Very exciting. Waitrose are famous for their cheese range, and they are absolutely smashing it on the vegan cheeses as well. Huge offering. Right, we've got the Kim cheese here, which again, Palace Culture, 2 Great Taste Awards stars there. But look at that. That looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? Really, really delicious. And this is fermented soft cheese made with kimchi brine and then coated with red chilies. That is going to be a flavour bomb. The moldy goatee, this is my top vegan cheese ever, in my opinion. It is so nice. It looks like goat's cheese, it has the texture of goat's cheese, and it tastes like goat's cheese, and it tastes really delicious. It's small, and yeah, but the price, people will say, oh, it's really expensive. It's about £4. But that is what really high-end cheese costs, and this is vegan cheese. It's going to be no different, really. Then you get, for this cheese was really crazy. Like, you start getting the colors, you start getting the textures. It's amazing. This is the Brixton Blue from La Fromagerie, which is just an epic name for cheese. Vegan cheese. Then the Camembert, I've had this as our Christmas cheese board, and yeah, it is good. Yeah, there you go. Supreme Cheese Retailer of the Year. I think, and I love that it's not just dairy cheese that they're smashing. It is vegan cheese. This, I mean, you could feel it squidging in your hand. This is top tier elite cheese, vegan or no vegan. I mean, this is serious stuff, and that's what I'm loving, especially this Veganuary. It's really reminded me how you've got that whole, you just need a block of cheddar cheese, smash it out. You got a load of different options there, but we're now at a point where you now have choices of, like this Shoreditch smoked, bold, savoury, smoky, where you used to have to buy it online, but now you could pop down to your local Waitrose and get some really specialty cheeses. So if you needed to do a cheese board for an event, a party, dinner, whatever, you can now do it. Feel a bit sorry for Applewood here. I think it would probably fit more up a few rows with the Violife and things like that. I think it was, competing with some heavyweights there, but Applewood is absolute classic, so I'm sure they'll hold their own. Then we've got these. Look, we've already got these smaller pots as well, which is wicked. So across loads of different brands now on almond and oat milks and different things like that. Calafia Farms. Yeah, I thought this was really cool. This is oat flat white, and they had an iced one, and then they had a vanilla one as well. And I thought, this is amazing. So you could grab one of these, bit of coffee kick on the go. Yeah, this coffee in a can. Very nice, easy to drink, easy to get. Yeah, thought very interesting. I thought it was a bit confusing to decipher between what was the vanilla and what was the regular, but really interesting branding. Love it. So we then go down here. Oh, kefir. No. Get back onto your side of the shelf. We don't want you over here. Then we've got Alpro Barista Caramel Flavor. Amazing. Make your own specialty drink. Then Oto. I love Oto. They are the oat milk that's delivered by Milk and More, but this fresh oat milk in Waitrose, I don't know if it's placebo, but it tastes so fresh. It has to be bought to be believed. You have to try it. Really dangerous for me because I drink the whole bottle. Then we got Calafia Farms. Branding is on point. Also, not seen these options. So this is the extra creamy oat. And again, it's the options. We've not now just got one option of oat milk. We've got loads of different brands. And then we've got different versions of oat milks. We've got barista, we've got flavoured, we've got creamy, we've got small pots, we've got everything. We've got organic oat, we've got extra creamy almond milk. Loads of different options. And yeah, Calafia, I'm a big fan of their barista oat milk. I think it's one of the best for using for barista purposes, like frothing up and things like that. We've got the Rude Health. We've got this Moma milk, which I found really interesting in the shape. Yeah, Rude Health again. Those are just the ingredients. What's that? 5 ingredients again, which is pretty crazy, and goes with that whole narrative of Waitrose, of this offering, which has a lot of these kind of very limited amount of ingredients products. Really interesting. Yeah, we've got the barista milk from Moma as well. And that's what I love as well in Waitrose. It just adds these kind of different brands that, yes, you can get some of these brands obviously in other supermarkets, but some of them you can't get them. Like the cheeses, things like that, and also some of these specialty milks. I've not seen them in the main supermarkets. Again, you've got loads of different Alpro options. You've got the chocolate, you've got the cocoa, you've got the creamy oat. Then I saw this, just as we were leaving the chilled section, we've got Bold Power Shake. And I remember when these were in glass bottles. Now they're kind of in these dare I say, Huel style bottles. But yeah, these are kind of that whole. It's a meal in a bottle. But bowl, I'm a massive fan of. Massive fan of their soups and their kind of easy to cook meals in pots. But now they have the drink as well, and it looks like they're really refining it. Yeah, all of those vitamins, really really impressive, to be honest. 250 calories, which I thought was interesting, which is a lot less than kind of your Huels and things like that. But I do like it. It's just an idea as a little drink that you can take on the go, drink as a snack throughout the day or something like that, or on long journeys. Right, let's get to the frozen section. And this is what I'm really excited to share with you guys, this whole section. So we've got the Ben & Jerry's, Tony's, Chocolonely. And I realise there's a lot going on these packs, but I think that's why they've got on the top of the tub, they've got the vegan special batch. It does make it really, really easy. So you just scan in the fridge window, you can see at the top, you go, oh, yeah, that's the vegan, that's the specialty. Then we go over to the Swedish glacé. This is one of the top vegan ice creams in my opinion. It is so nice. It's also owned by Unilever, who also own Ben & Jerry's at the moment. This is the Swedish glacé delightful raspberry made with soy, which I think is really really interesting. But I know a lot of non-vegans who eat Swedish glacé because they just think it's really nice. Booja, I have not seen these ice creams. Chocolate salted caramel, and again it's got only 6 ingredients. In my opinion is pretty amazing for a vegan ice cream, for any ice cream. It's organic as well. Yeah, really simple ingredients, but the packaging looks so good. And if I've had a lot of the Booja chocolates, caramel pecan praline, I mean, come on, this is gonna be nice. I have not had it, but you can tell it is going to be top tier. We've got the Jude's Madagascan vanilla. Love Jude's, really really nice. And then we go over here to, you've got whole different options. Mint chocolate. I love mint chocolate. I know some people don't, but mint chocolate, really fresh taste. Really really nice. So yeah, a whole load of different vegan ice creams here. Then we get onto the stick ice creams as opposed to the tubs, and we got the magnums. Vegan almond, this is my favorite stick ice cream. It is so delicious. You cannot tell the difference between the vegan and the non-vegan. You got the vegan classic, as it says, it's a classic. Then this was an interesting one, launched last year, the Magnum Chill Blueberry Cookie, which is part of their this new kind of range from them. And it is vegan, but I love this one, that it was made with they had these, it's kind of like star chasers, sunsetters offering, something like that. But the other version was not vegan, but this one was. So but they didn't make it as like, oh, this is the vegan one. It was just, oh yeah, it just happens to be vegan. And we think that is like, it's just such a cool approach. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people ate it not realizing it was vegan, and it's a great kind of Trojan horse to get in and people go, oh wow, didn't realize that was vegan, it was delicious. Talking of delicious, Little Moons, yeah, the Refreshos, they're kind of the play on the mochi balls. These are ones with sorbet. I'm a big fan of Little Moons, very very delicious. Then we're over here now we're getting to the savoury frozen section, and Strong Roots. Big offering from Strong Roots here. We've got your sweet potato fries. You've got your crispy, skinny fries. They're certified B Corp, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. Yeah, and I've not seen such a big range of Strong Roots anywhere, to be honest. Yeah, pretty well priced as well. They're not the biggest bags, in my opinion, but you do get quite a lot there. I thought this was interesting. Yeah, I tried to find this. Yeah, garlic roasted sweet potato. Obviously, you could do this at home yourself, but having it in the pack is sometimes a nice treat. And because it's frozen, you can keep it in your freezer, keep it frozen, pop it out when you need it, and it adds that flavor boost. Really, really simple. Then you got up here again, an expansion of the offering. So you've got the kale and quinoa kind of burgers in a way, I think. And I love that they're leaning into the whole air fryer trend, and it's the air bites as well. Crispy pea and lemon. I mean, those sound really nice, actually. Really, really nice. Got your Linda McCartney, your classics, vegetarian red onion and rosemary sausages. Yeah, kind of. So you've got all these specialty bits, and you've got the strong classics. Then we're over here. I had never seen these before. These are called Lazy Vegan, and I love the branding. It's the little sloth making the L. And these were dishes, like ready to go dishes, but made quite simply. That's what they're trying to do. Yeah, it says nothing but good stuff. Which again plays on that whole Waitrose angle in of not minimal ingredients. But yeah, I thought these were really interesting actually. £3 as well. So you could have these in your freezer, like we were saying earlier. Have them in your freezer, ready to go. Midweek meal, lunch, a quick lunch, things like that, but still smashing out some vegetables. Yeah, again, Nutri-Score A, which is really interesting. Good life the easy way. I love that. And I think the branding is absolutely on point. Korean noodles. 270 grams of veggies and 17 grams of protein in there is quite impressive, really, for what it is. So was really interested in those options, and yeah, something to try if you're in Waitrose. Delicious Iella, all of her frozen range. So we've got the spicy 5-bean chili. These look great. These remind me of the brand Cook. They kind of look like those sorts of dishes in the pots, frozen, ready to go. Have this again in your freezer. Creamy cauliflower and lentil dal, gently spiced and full of plants. I mean, the branding on that is really, really cool. And again, yeah, that made in small batches, it really does remind me of Cook, the brand. Very, very interesting kind of style. It was at this point that Waitrose started turning the lights off because it was time to kick out, and I was pretty much the only person there, still being the guy that was filming everything in the frozen section. So I had to get a bit of a shifty on here. So we're cracking out the final bits. We've got the kale and quinoa burger. We've got the pumpkin and spinach burger. We've got Beyond Burgers. We've got everything. We've got mushroom spinach Kiev. We've got spicy bean burgers. We've got plant-based no chicken burgers. Huge, huge range here that we're talking about. Again, we've got the Linden and McCartney 2 quarter pounder burgers here as well. Country pies. I love a country pie from Linden McCartney. Again, yeah, we've got some more frozen plant living options here, which is, yeah, this was interesting. This was the plant and veg mince. Very, very interesting there, and with the amount of plant varieties. Yeah, lights are off. These are the emergency lightings there. Before we go, we've got the 4 jumbo churros, which I thought looked absolutely amazing. Really, really cool. And yeah, vegan as well. They didn't say vegan on them, but I couldn't see anything in the ingredients that wasn't vegan. So there you go. That was our marathon tour of Waitrose and what is vegan there at the moment. And I think it is absolutely smashing it.